of integers on the number line and how to solve directly. Now in the last class we have discussed how to multiply the integers on the number line. In this class we are going to discuss how to multiply the integers. Okay. So what is our topic? Multiplication of integers. Not on the number line. Already we have discussed on the number line in the previous class. Multiplication of integers. Okay. So here first how to multiply. Before going to that we have to know this one, plus into plus. How much? What is the value of plus into plus? Plus. Plus into minus. Minus. Minus into plus. Minus. Minus into minus plus. Okay. Plus into plus plus. Minus into minus plus. That means same symbols are there means if you do multiplication you get plus. If different symbols are there, if you do multiplication you get minus. Okay. First let us multiply two integers. Minus 3 into minus 5. Okay. How to multiply? This is a negative integer, this is the negative integer. How to multiply these two integers? First step we have to multiply the numbers first. First you multiply the numbers. What are the numbers here? 3. Here 5. 3 into 5. 3 into 5. How much? 3 5s. 3 times 5. How much? 15. 3 5s 15. Now multiply the signs. Here which sign is there? Minus. Here which sign is there? Minus. Minus into minus plus. Minus into minus. What? Plus. So you have to keep plus. If you keep or not keep, no problem. Because if you not keep any sign, it represents a positive integer. Okay. Second sum. Minus 14 into 5. This is the negative integer. This is the positive integer. Okay. One negative integer and positive integer. It gives a negative integer. See here. First you multiply the numbers. 14 into 5. How much? 14 into 5. Multiply 14 and 5. You will get 70. Now multiply the signs. Here minus sign. Here any symbol is not there. Which sign you have to keep? Plus. That means minus into plus. What is the sign of minus into plus? Minus. So keep minus. Okay. Next one. Third sum. Minus 4 into minus 15. First you multiply the numbers. 4 into 15. 4 into 15 how much? 60. 4 into 15 how much? 60. Okay. Now you multiply the signs. Plus this is plus into minus. Plus into minus. How much? Minus. Next. 16 into 4. 16 into 4 how much? 64. Here it is a positive integer. It is also a positive integer. Plus into plus. So answer is 64. Okay. So how to multiply the integers? Once listen. Whenever you are multiplying the integers, multiply the numbers first. After that, you have to multiply the signs. Okay. So here, what do you understand from this? Here, this is a negative integer. This is a negative integer. Okay. Whenever we multiply two negative integers, it gives a positive integer as a result. If you multiply one negative integer and positive integer, the result is a negative integer. Here also one negative integer and one positive integer and one negative integer. The result is negative integer. If you multiply two positive integers, the result is positive integer. That means whenever we multiply two positive integers or two negative integers, the result is a positive integer. If we multiply one negative and one positive integer, the result is a negative integer. Okay. Next. So now after all we multiplied only two integers. Now we are going to multiply three or more. Next. Minus 5 into minus 3 into minus 10. See here. First you multiply the numbers. 5 into 3, how much? 5 into 3, 15. 5 into 3, how much? 15. First you multiply these two. Minus into minus plus. So these two completed. Next into minus 10. Next 15 into 10. Multiply. 15 into 10. 15 into 10, how much? 150. 150. Now multiply the signs. Plus into minus. Minus. So the result is minus 150. Okay. Otherwise directly you can write 5 into 3, 15. 15 into 10, 150. Directly you can multiply. Now minus into minus plus, plus into minus minus. Okay. In bits you can multiply directly. Next. Minus 4 into 3 into minus 5 into 7. So here first you take these two. 4 into 3. 4 into 3, how much? 12. Minus into plus. Minus. Next into these numbers as it is here. Minus 5 into 7. Okay. Next you multiply these two. 12 into 5, how much? 60. Minus into minus plus into 7 as it is here. 60 into 7, 420. Here plus, here plus. Plus into plus, plus. That means 420 is the answer. Otherwise, you can do directly 4 3 is 12, 12 5 60, 67 so 420. Write 420. Minus into plus minus, minus into minus plus, plus into plus, plus. Answer is 420. Okay. Now, whenever we multiply all positive integers, here some rules are there. If you multiply positive integers, every time the result will be positive. See here, 3 is a positive integer, 5 is a positive integer, the result is also a positive integer. Next, 4 into 5 into 6. 4 5 is 20, 4 5 is 20, 26. 4 5 is 20. Okay. 20 into 6, how much? 120. So here, this is a positive integer. Plus into plus, plus, plus into plus, plus. Again you get positive integer as a result. 5 into 6 into 3 into 2. 5 into 6, how much? 30. 30 into 3, 90. 90 into 2, 180. 180. Okay. So here, plus into plus, plus, plus into plus, plus, plus into plus, plus. Again you get a positive integer as the result. 7 into 5 into 2 into 1 into 3. 7 into 5, 35. 35 into 2, 70. 70 into 1, 70. 70 into 3, 210. See here, plus into plus, plus, plus into plus, plus, plus into plus, plus, plus into plus, plus. So here what do you understand? Here I am taking all positive integers. If you multiply 2 positive integers, again you get the result as a positive integer. If you take 3 positive integers, the result will be a positive integer. That means if you multiply, how many positive integers you want to multiply, you take. Or if you take all positive integers, so the result will be a positive integer. Every time you observe, the multiplication of any number of positive integers is always a positive integer. Okay, did you understand? Next, this is first one. Next, we will see about negative integers. Now I am multiplying minus 4 into minus 1. See, first you multiply the numbers 4 into 1, 4. minus into minus, minus into minus, what? Plus, plus 4. Okay. Next, minus 3 into minus 2 into minus 6. 3 2 6. 6 into 6 36. So you write 36. Now multiply the signs. Here you see minus into minus plus. We got here plus. With this plus sign you multiply this minus sign. Some numbers will do again with this sign. This one will do multiplication, not like that. So what you got here? Plus sign you got here. So with this plus sign you have to do the third one into. So plus into minus. The result is negative. Next, minus 5 into minus 4 into minus 3 into minus 1. All negative integers only I am taking. Observe here. 5 4s 20. 23s 60. 61s 60. Now multiply the signs. Minus into minus plus. Plus into minus minus. Minus into minus plus. Okay. Next, minus 6 into minus 3 into minus 2 into minus 1 into minus 5. 6 3 is 18. 18 into 2 36. 36 into 1 36. 36 into 5 180. Minus into minus plus. Again you got here plus. Plus into minus minus. We got here minus. Minus into minus plus. Up to now we got here plus. Plus into minus minus. Now what do you observe here? Okay. What do you observe here? Here how many negative integers are there? 2 negative integers are there. Here how many negative integers are there? 3. Here 4. Here 5. Okay. And here what is the result you obtain here? Positive. Here negative. Here positive. Result means this one. Positive. Here negative. We got negative sign. Okay. Now here you see. What do you understand? If 2 negative integers we have taken, we got the result as a positive integer. If we take 4 also, we are getting a positive integer as the result. But whenever we take 3 and 5, we are getting negative integer as the result. So what do you understand from this? Whenever we take even number of 2 is an even number, 4 is an even number. Whenever we take even number of negative integers, the result will be positive. Okay. Whenever we multiply even number of negative integers, the result will be positive. If we multiply odd number of negative integers, the result will be negative. Okay. Did you understand? Next. Minus 5 into 3 into minus 5 into 2 into minus 1. You say the result will be positive or negative? We can say easily because no need to consider the positive numbers because the product of positive integers is always a positive integer. We check only negative integers. How many negative integers are there here? 1, 2, 3. Here we have 3 negative integers. 3 is even number or odd number? Odd number. That means whenever odd number of negative integers are there, the result will be negative. Okay. So here odd number of negative integers are there. So the result will be negative. Now we multiply the numbers. 5 into 3, 15. 15 into 5, 75. 75 into 2, 150. 150 into 1, 150. You check the signs also. Minus into plus, minus. Minus into minus, plus. Plus into plus, plus. Plus into minus, minus. So, minus 150 is the answer. Did you understand? Suppose in the given sum, even number of negative integers are present, then the result will be positive. Odd number of negative integers are present, the result will be negative. Okay. Next. What is the value of these children? You have to start 300 into 500, how much? 500 into 10, again 10 into 0, again you have to do like that. No need. Directly you. So if you observe, here 0 is present. Whenever 0 is present, the result will be 0. Why? Because when any number is multiplied with 0, the result will be 0. So answer is 0. No need to keep any sign because 0 is neither positive nor negative. See here, 1 into 0, 0, 0 into 10, 0, 0 into 500, 0, 0 into 300, 0. Okay. Next. What is the value of minus 1 whole power 101? That means we have to write minus 1 into minus 1 into minus 1 into so on. Like this, how many times we have to write? 101 times we have to write. 1 we are writing 101 times, minus we are writing 101 times. 1 into 1, 1, 1 into 1, 1. Any number of times 1 is multiplied by 1 gives 1. 1 as the result. Now you check the signs, how many minus signs will be present here? 101 minus signs are there. 101 is an even or odd? Odd. If odd number of negative integers are there, then the result will be negative. Okay. For example, minus 1 whole power 100. So first minus 1 into minus 1 into like that. You have to write how many times? 100 times. First you multiply the numbers 1 into 1, 1, 1 into 1, 1, like that you will get 1. Minus into minus plus, like see here how many minus signs are there? Here total we have 100 minus signs are there. 100 is an even number. So if you multiply even number of integers, the result will be even. Okay, the result will be positive. If they give 1 power 1000, 1 is a positive integer. Positive integers, how many times you multiply, the result will be positive only. So 1 power 1000, how much? 1. So here 1000 is even or odd? No need, because this is a positive integer, the result will be always a positive integer. Now let us discuss division of integers. Already multiplication of integers completed. Now division of integers. Okay, we will discuss division of integers. First, 20 divided by 5. What is the result of 20 divided by 5? 20 by 5. How much? 5 ones, 5 fours. So answer is 4 by 1. 4 by 1 means 4. Next. Minus 25 divided by 5. Suppose here plus divided by plus, there means you will do plus sign only. Okay. Plus divided by minus, there means you have to keep minus. Minus divided by plus, there means you have to keep minus. Minus divided by minus, there means you have to keep plus. Okay. So here you see minus 25 by 5. 5 is a positive integer. How much? 5. 5. You see here minus plus by 5. Minus by plus. Minus by plus. How much? Minus by plus means minus. Minus. Okay. Next. Third one. Minus 40 divided 40 by minus 30. 0, 0 cancel. 4 and 3 is not visible in any table other than 1. So I have to write 4 by 3. Minus by minus. Minus by minus plus. Okay. Next. Minus 50. 50 divided by minus 5. So how to divide? 50 by minus 5. In 5 table 50 how many times? 5 ones, 5 tens. 10. This is positive plus. Plus divided by minus. Plus divided by minus minus. Did you understand? Okay. So what is the meaning of this? Whenever we divide a positive integer and a positive integer, the result will be a positive integer. Whenever we divide a positive integer and a negative integer, the result will be the negative integer. Next, whenever we divide a negative integer and a positive integer, the quotient is always negative. If we divide a negative integer by a negative integer, the quotient is always positive. Okay, that's why here we are dividing a positive integer by a positive integer. So the result will be positive. Here we are dividing a negative integer by a positive integer. Here we are dividing a negative integer by a positive integer. The result will be negative. Okay. Here we are dividing a negative integer by a negative integer. The result will be positive. And here also, here we are dividing a positive integer by a negative integer. The result will be negative. Did you understand? Now, division by 0. Division by 0. Some properties are there. If you divide any number by 0, then the result is undefined. We cannot say. Okay, not defined. The value is not defined. That if the denominator is 0, the value is not defined because we cannot divide any number with 0. For example, if you write 0 and 8, what is the quotient here? 0 1 is 0, 0 2 is 0, 0 3 is 0, 0 4 is 0, 0 100 is 0, 0 1000 is 0. So we cannot write a particular quotient here. That's why we cannot divide any number with 0. Okay. So division by 0 is undefined. Did you understand? Any number you take, any positive or a negative. If denominator contains the negative sign, if denominator contains 0, then the result is undefined. Okay. Next. If we divide 0 by any number, the result will be 0. Okay. 0 by, if you take a positive number, the result will be 0. If you take a negative number also, the result will be 0. 0 by any number, anything is 0. Okay, don't give your negative sign because 0 is neither positive nor negative. Next, division by 1. Division by 1. Okay, whenever we divide any number by 1, again you get the same number as the quotient. For example, if I divide 8 by 1, what is the result? 8. I will get the same number as the result. If I divide 17 minus 17 by 1, what is the result here? Minus 17. Next, 26 by 1, again I will get the same number as the result. That means if any number is divided, if any number is divided with 1, again we will get the same number as the result. Okay. For example, if you divide any number with minus 1, minus 36 by minus 1. Okay. What is the result you will get here? Here we will get the result as opposite of minus 36. That means here negative integer is there, means you will get the positive integer as the result. Same number will be there but change in the signs. That means you will get its additive inverse as the answer. What is additive inverse? That one I did not tell you. In the next class I will say what is additive inverse. So additive inverse is nothing but the additive inverse of minus 36 is plus 36. Plus 36 is minus 36. Only change in the signs will be there. Now if we divide 8 by minus 1. What is the value of 8 by minus 1? Minus 8. Because here we are dividing with minus 1. Then the result will be plus 8 is there now. Opposite of that means plus is positive integer. Opposite of positive integer is negative integer. Minus 8 is the answer. Okay. Did you understand, children? Today we have discussed division of two integers also. So whenever we divide a positive integer by a positive integer, the result will be a positive integer. If we divide a positive integer by a negative integer, the quotient will be a negative integer. If we divide a negative integer by a positive integer, the quotient will be a negative integer. If we divide a negative integer by a negative integer, the result is always positive. Okay. So in the same way, if we divide any number by 0, the result will be undefined. If 0 is divided by any number, the result is always 0. If any number is divided by 1, we will get the same number as the quotient. If any number is divided by minus 1, we will get its additive inverse as the result. Okay children, did you understand? So we have to, already I told multiplication. Today in this class we have discussed multiplication of integers and division of integers. Okay. So practice the sums on this. Which sums are there on this topic? We have to practice